Hi, everybody. It is Dream Team season for lacrosse as well as everything else. And here we are talking about boys lacrosse here in the Hudson Valley.
And it was a tremendous season. Boys lacrosse in this area has really skyrocketed and become a lot better.
It really has. You think about where it was 10 years ago.
Yep.
And how it's grown thanks to a lot of club facilities in the area.
Absolutely. You had Mayapack getting to the Section 1 Class A final. You had Highland winning a Section 9 championship. You had Rondout not only winning a Section 9 championship, but winning the first ever Section 9 state tournament game. It was really just an incredible year for boys lacrosse in the Upper Hudson Valley.
All right, so all of these guys do a lot of their workouts and training throughout the year and really put a lot of time and effort in. And this is where the results show, because we're going to share with you our dream team for 2015 in boys lacrosse, all of the guys who we felt were the best of the best, and here they are in no particular order.
The players of the 2015 Boys Lacrosse HVSR Dream Team are, at attack, Tucker Hine, Dan Foley, Ian Olson, Thomas Holloway, Travis Ventura, Brendan Sunday, and Kyle Bronzo. The Dream Team middies are Kevin Lichtauer, Jack Decker, Chris Slapik, Aiden Hines, Alex Taco, and Max Spagnoli. The Dream Team defensemen are Max Littleton, Mike Lasoin, Corey Molali, Rob Tenenbaum, Henry Tynes, and Harrison Kaplan. And the Dream Team goalies are Ryan Mello and Connor O'Donnell.
Good news here.
That was really hard to pick, and it was filled with great players, and there's just, it was really just an incredible year for boys lacrosse, and to be able to honor them with a dream team setup, picking two players at each position, three really. It was just, again, hard to pick, but fun to pick because we had so many great kids.
Yeah, a little bit hard to pick because of midfielders and attack and all the stuff that we had to do, which is a lot different for us. But you got to give the new setup before. Got to give these guys a lot of credit, and the coaches a lot of credit too, because these programs have really raised the bar.
Oh, absolutely.
This year was a great year for lacrosse here in the Hudson Valley. We all know how lacrosse stands in the rest of New York State, especially down in like Yorktown area, Somers area.
Right. I think Section 1, between what's been going on up here, of course down in Westchester County, I think Section 1 is right up there in the top three in the state, along with Long Island and the Syracuse, Rochester area.
Really?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Good for you. All right. Well, we still have to get to the player of the year, and that was a tough choice.
That was a very difficult choice, and when you've got people who are going on to college and Division I, it makes it even more difficult.
All right, so here they are, the top three players that we thought worthy of a player of the year, and here's the announcement.
Tucker Hine, Chris Slapik, Brendan Sunday, the 2015 Dream Team Player of the Year is Brendan Sunday of Arlington High School.
So congratulations to Brendan Sunday, our boys lacrosse Hudson Valley Sports Report Dream Team Player of the Year, and Rich Tomaselli is with him right now.
All right, thank you, Charlie. I am sitting here with Brendan Sunday, our boys lacrosse HVSR Dream Team Player of the Year. It seems like we were just here a few months ago. Yeah. Brendan was our boys basketball Dream Team Player of the Year as well. But this is really your sport, right?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
How long have you been playing lacrosse?
Since second grade, so it's been a while.
So you really have a first-hand look at the evolution of lacrosse in this area. I can imagine going back, 10 years now as a second grader, there really wasn't a lot of youth lacrosse around here, was there?
No, not at all, really.
So how'd you get involved in it?
Well, my dad kind of got me involved. I had two older brothers. They played, and my middle brother, he played. He's 2 years older than me, and he was fourth grader. So my dad would always try to force me to practice with Shane Carroll. He was one of the other guys from second grade, and we always practiced with that team. That was a really good class. That was probably one of our best years when that senior class got there, and I was a sophomore. But yeah, that was pretty much when I was kind of forced into it to practice with them for a little bit, and it was all right.
Clearly you grew to love it, though.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Another great season, 50-plus goals. Can you talk a little bit about the expectations of what you had coming in, knowing that people knew about you? Clearly, you had a terrific junior season as well. Your thoughts on before the season even began, what you expected?
We didn't have a great year last year. We were 4-13, but we were relatively senior heavy, and we were better than 4-13. Well, at least we felt like we were. We lost a couple close ones, but we lost a lot of those guys, and we didn't really know what to think coming in. All we were focused about is just kind of a bad attitude around the team at the time. 4-13, we kind of got down on each other. We kind of focused on that aspect more of it than actually playing lacrosse, and we kind of became more of a team this year, and it really changed a lot. It changed the culture around, and we really started to gel more, and it led to more success.
Was there any moment that you look back on now and say, well, this is where we kind of came together? Any game, even if it was off the field?
Yeah, off the field we hung out a lot. The pasta parties, whatever you want to call them, we hung out a lot, and we played Mayapack, beat them first game of the year. We were kind of like, all right, well, they were missing some guys, we were missing some guys. It was kind of, but we took that as a big step. We were like, all right, yeah, like everyone's like, oh yeah, we could be pretty good this year, and we kind of used that mindset, and we were solid this year.
Did you feel like you had to take on more of the load this year, shoulder more load, given all of those injuries? That was a topic of conversation between Coach and I almost every time he called in. Well, we were missing this guy. We were missing this guy. We don't get so-and-so back for another week.
Yeah, we got plagued with injury this year. It was a little weird. I've never really been around that. For the most part, high school, the team's been pretty healthy, but we had a couple of collarbone injuries, a couple of knee injuries, so we were down a few guys. But I mean, I didn't really think that anyone felt more pressure. It was kind of just the next guy up mentality. Someone goes down, this guy comes in, and I think everyone played a huge role in that this year. There's a couple of really big key contributors to our success, and the guys really did a great job stepping in for them.
I thought one of your best games of the year was the nip and tuck quarterfinal game against Wappinger, and you ended up winning that on their turf, and you got to the sectional semifinals. What was the key in that game? I mean, they had come back. Back and forth, and boom, all of a sudden, you get two late goals real close together. I think they were like 19 seconds apart, if memory serves correct. Yeah. What was the key in that particular game?
They prepared really well for us. They were ready.
That was a great game.
They were ready for us for sure. It took away a lot of things that we like to do on offense, and offensively they played really well. I think they had 7 different goal scorers that game, which is a feat to them. That's pretty impressive. So it was kind of Javon. I had a goal before, and then Javon came down. He won a face-off pretty cleanly. He threw a pass. I didn't think he was going to throw it. I caught it and just kind of finished. It was a big momentum shift, and thank God we were able to close it out. But it was a great game.
Right, and of course you made it to the semifinals and lost to Mayapack, which only lost in the championship game by a goal in overtime. So now it's off to Towson. When did you make that decision? That obviously that particular area, that cluster down in Maryland between Towson, University of Maryland, Johns Hopkins, all great lacrosse down there. So you're going to a Division I school and you're going on to a great conference.
Sophomore year in January, I verbally committed to Towson, and then this past fall I signed to go to Towson. I got a partial scholarship. When I was there, they kind of just made me feel like I was wanted. I mean, I visited Stony Brook, Albany, Binghamton, schools like that, mostly state schools, and they were kind of like, yeah, we'd like to have you, all this, but Towson really, I felt like they were really made me feel special. I really loved the area. The campus was beautiful. The team was it was nice. I really liked down there. So I made the decision sophomore year in January.
Well, we wish you the best of luck down there. We're going to keep following you. That's Brendan Sunday, our HVSR Dream Team Boys Lacrosse Player of the Year. Congratulations again.
Thank you
Good
very
to see you
much.
again.
Good to see you too.
All right.